I was like, I want to back him so I can get out easy. I'm on the other side. Hey, Nick. 15 hours.
What's up there, Chief?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, let me turn my monitor up here. Wave!
You gotta speak up when I come, man. You see, I'm busy.
Don't do nothing that can't go on your webpage.
If I stand up right now, I pass out fall.
That's what's gonna happen to me pretty soon.
No, I got mine over there. You guys are drinking the cheap shit.
You can sit out and laugh and feel you around.
I'd just like to welcome everyone to the Bloomington Fire Department Annual Installation of Officers Dinner. I will be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. I promise to keep it short and sweet and to the point. Hope everyone has enough food and more than enough drinks. And if anyone needs a ride home tonight, please come and see me and we will get you home safely, I promise. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you a little later.
To have a word of silence because we've suffered some losses this past year, and so that each one of us can offer our thanks for those in our families that have gone on to the afterlife. And Creator God, we want to thank you that you've given each one of us various talents and gifts to be able to respond to emergency situations throughout our districts. We want to thank you for all the food that's prepared here for us. May it nourish us so that we can continue to serve you in fullness of health. Amen.
My wife gave us table one so we could eat first.
Or drinking.
Didn't care for anyone but you. I swear we've been through everything there is. The sweetest days I found with you. Through the years I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we've made. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. Through the years when everything went wrong together.
We have a comedian in the house tonight. Thank you. Just want to get started so we can get to the music and the dancing and the good stuff. So we'll get through our program kind of quickly. What I would like to start with this evening, many of you know that this past year was a difficult year on all of us. We had quite a few losses in our family this past year. And we are family, and our extended family is here tonight, our surrounding fire companies, some of our distinguished guests. So some of our family members since the last dinner that are no longer with us. Frank Mosley passed away April 26th. Lois Craig passed away August 12th. Kevin Boyer passed away October 4th. James Craig, who was a past deputy chief, passed away October 29th. Tim Rowell, a past lieutenant, passed away January 19th. And George Moylan, my deputy chief interim, passed away February 15th. So I would just ask you to maybe remember these people in your own special way and just take a minute or two and remember them now. Thank you. I am sure they're all here with us tonight. I'd like to introduce some guests we have with us tonight. Starting with our fire company guests. Ulster County Executive Michael Hine and his wife Christine. Our Ulster County Attorney, who also happens to be an honorary member of the Bloomington Fire Department, Bea Hovranek, and her husband Bill. Town of Ulster Highway Superintendent Frank Petromal with his wife Cheryl. Bob Gallagher. Good thing I'm reading this, Bob, because I have your wrong title here. Town of Rosendale Highway Superintendent with his wife Lori. Just a note on those last two people. They had their work cut out for them this past year. And the Bloomington Fire Department really appreciates all you did for us, keeping those roads clear for us. Thank you. We also have with us a past Town of Rosedale Highway Superintendent, Carl Hornbeck, who laughed at Bob Gallagher all year. He's here with his wife, Lori. Our firematic guests. We have our Deputy Coordinator, Tom Plans. Representing the Cottikill Fire Department, Chief Brad Fiore and his friend Tina. Representing the High Falls Fire Department, Assistant Chief Art Lapp and his wife Cindy. Representing the Kingston Fire Department, Chief Mark Brown and his wife Kendra. Representing the Rosendale Fire Department, Chief Bill McNamara. They're also standing by for us tonight, answering our alarms so we can enjoy ourselves here. Thank you, sir. Past Chief of the Rosedale Fire Department, Chris Barnhart and his wife Andrea. Rosedale Fireman, past Lieutenant Jason Moyland and his friend Emily. Representing the Spring Lake Fire Department, Assistant Chief Jeremy Collins and his wife Kathy. Representing the St. Remy Fire Department, Chief Mike Litz and his wife Luann. Representing the Tilson Fire Department, Assistant Chief Brian Connor with his friend Ashley. Representing the Ulster Hose Fire Department, Chairman of the Board of Fire Commissioners Jim Brocco. Also representing Ulster Hose and also someone who's done a lot of favors for the Bloomington Fire Department is from Ulster Hose Commissioner Andy Bubolz. The next person we keep extremely busy, he's our fire department mechanic, Mike Fitzgerald. He's here with his wife, Tanya. And last but certainly not least, this person has actually got a camera pointed at me right now. And I call him our fire department photographer, Mr. Rich Hermance, and his wife, Kim Hermance. That's an awful lot of guests, and this past year, every single one of you has made a very difficult year much easier on us and made our healing process from our past losses that I mentioned easier to get through. And personally, I would like to thank each and every one of you for all of your contributions to the Bloomington Fire Department over the past year and years before that. So thank you very much. At this time, I would like to bring our president, Kevin Hines, up here. I believe he may have a few introductions of his own.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, there you are. Thank you, Chief. Just want to take a few minutes to reiterate what the MC had to say. Thank you all for coming tonight. It's good to see everybody. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the dinner committee tonight. Brittany Welsh, where are you? Thank you, Brittany. And Lauren Potter, where are you? Stand up. For putting this shindig on tonight, thank you very much. Good to see you guys, and thank you for all your work on this. I'd also like to thank the video crew who put on this show, and Patty, when you get a chance, you can loop that right through. So thank you, Patty, for that. And I don't remember who else helped you with that, but thank you very much for putting that together. And the people at Twin Lakes for a fine dinner and the nice drinks. Thank you very much. This past year we had a few fundraisers that we endeavored on to, and I'd like to go over that real quick. Our big ticket drawing, which is conducted by Mike Drucker, raised over $10,900 for that event, and the drawing for that will be held in October 18th. Thank you, 18th. Thank you very much, Mike. Buy your tickets. Tickets will be on sale soon, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the golf tournament, which was run by Joe Hafner. Say hi, Joe. Raised over $2,100, and that will be held at a date to be determined, but watch your golf flyers in the mail, so we'll be looking forward to seeing you folks there. And the Commitment to Kids event, which is held in December every year, which raised over 4,700 toys this past year. Deb Tierney and the Ladies Auxiliary and a little bit of help from the firefighters put that together to raise toys for the kids for Ulster County, and that went very well, so thank you, Deb, thank you, Ladies Auxiliary, and thank you for all the firemen that helped out with that. And also, what the hell did I leave off here? Oh yeah, Doug Tierney helped get together our road cleanup crew, but where's Doug? Right there. Thank you, Doug. He's only worked just so far, you know? Thank you, Doug, for taking care of that and letting us clean up the road. A couple of people like to say a few moments to just thank them for being here. I know we got Carl Horn back here tonight. Where did you go, Carl? In the back row? Carl hasn't been able to have been here for the last couple of years. He was the former town highway superintendent, and Carl was battling a little bit of an illness. It's good to see Carl and Lori here tonight. Thank you for being here. So a picture of you on Facebook there a few weeks ago in your police department uniform. Boy, was that scary, because I remember that stash and the big smile, and because you and I used to work on the police department together. In fact, Andy's here tonight. Where's Andy? Andy Booballs, where'd you go? There you are. Andy and Carl and I didn't have that smile that much anymore, so I guess now it's Bob's problem. So I'm glad you're feeling better, Carl. Good to see you. And also Alan Tyler's here tonight. I'm really glad to see Alan's here tonight. He hasn't been here the last couple of years. Alan, good to see you. And, I'd like to thank a few of the guests. Take an opportunity for me to thank a few of the guests that are here. Big Dick Hermance is here and taking care of our videos. Make sure you get my good side, Dick. Okay, please. And as always,
turn around.
Dick Hermans before, we'll leave that alone.
Hey, ask her.
Hold on.
Ask his wife.
I needed that, thank you. Mike Hines here, it's good to always see Mike. You're not running for re-election this year, are you? Next year? Okay. Year after next, keep an eye open for Mike Hines. And let's see who else we got here tonight. There's a few others here, I can't seem to find you guys. But anyway, thank you all for coming here tonight, and I'll, let's see. Now, that's pretty much everybody that I can see. Alright, I'll catch up to the rest of you later. Oh, before I forget, for the last time, hiya, Pop. I do it every year when I get here. So now I'd like to introduce the 2014 Corporation Officers for the Bloomington Fire Department.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go! Vice President Joseph A. Hafner, come on up, Joe. Also known as Little Joe. Our Secretary, Joseph Hafner Sr. Also known as Big Joe. Our Treasurer for the 2014 season, Ernie Navarra. His fire department code name is Moneybags. Moneybags, there we go. Our chaplain for the 2014 season, Nick Miles. I can't tell you his code name, it's secret. Our chief, Kevin Keller. His fire department code name is
Moscow.
Car 18. There we go. Our board of directors for the 2014 season, Mike Hines. Come on up, Mike. His undercover name is thank you very much. Thank you for playing tonight. Another director, Fred Harry. Waddle on up here, folks. And your fire department code name is? Fred. Another director for 2014, Michael Chavez. Mike's gang name is what? Mikey. Mikey Mike. Another member of the board of directors, Eric Hines. Eric's code name is what? Eric. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for playing, Patty. Thank you for playing. And John Welsh is not able to be here tonight, but John Welsh is the last director for 2014. And before you guys leave tonight, I want to get a picture of all you guys together, because this will be the last time I'm here with you guys in this capacity. So we'll take care of that. So when I come and get you, come grab me. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I think that's it for me at this point. I will turn this back over to the MC for the evening. Thank you, Kevin, for volunteering for that.
You're welcome. I'll make no comments. Exactly. Anyway, on to much bigger and better things. We, as firemen, are extremely fortunate to have a group of people that support us in every endeavor we do. They come out in the middle of the night, they come out anytime we ask them to, and they support us in every single way that you can possibly be supported. And that's our Ladies Auxiliary, and I would like to introduce the President, Deb Tierney.
Thank you. first off, I'd like to introduce my officers for the year. Rita Shabbat, Vice President. Lauren Halsey, our Secretary and Chaplain. Sue Peck, Treasurer. And I would also like to thank our ladies because without them we couldn't do what we do. And it means a lot to me to have the support of you. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I'd like to present our awards or certificates for membership. Chris Bowen Pellegrino, which, excuse me for pronouncing her last name wrong, she got married last weekend, so she's not here tonight, but she's got 5 years of active service with us. Deanna Woolsey, 10 years active service. Come forward, Deanna. Come here. Get up here, girl.
We're gonna carry you.
Now, what did I say about support for my ladies? Yeah, they love me, don't they? Okay. On to Cora Phillips for 15 years of membership with the auxiliary. I'm doing great at this. This one I know I can give out. This one's to Deb Charity for accomplishing 25 years of active service. And Susan Peck, 30 years of active service with this auxiliary. And I have Donna Stegner for 35 years of membership. And those are those certificates. And now on to an important matter. This seems appropriate this year, and if Kevin Hines would come up here, please.
No, don't give him the mic.
You got control, yeah. Because of the rough year it was and everything, and a couple of us have been looking at the monument in front of the firehouse, and I know you guys have been talking about getting one. Well, we had somebody who was doing research for us, and he found the cost and everything. And we would like to give you a check for $3,250. Excuse me! I've been joking with Sue all day. The funny part is I've been joking with Sue all day, $3,250. And she was saying $32.50. No, it's $3,250. That will get you the Imperial Gray Granite one. If you wanted the other colors, the prices are here, and feel free to. You can take that. But that's what we'd like to give you this year is the $3,250 to buy a new monument for our friends.
Okay, budget problems are solved. We got 30 grand. Thank you. That new boat we wanted, thank you. Appreciate it.
We don't have any zeros in our account.
No, we don't either, unfortunately. I would just like to say thank you to the ladies. That's a very generous offer, and we appreciate that. At this time, I'd like to have Joe Hafner Jr. come up. He's going to issue the service award pins to the firemen. Firefighters, I'm sorry.
That's little Joe. Good. Let me see if I can find the stuff. Set eyes. Kevin.
How come everybody has to wear glasses this year?
All right. Our length of service awards for 5 years completed this year would be Rebecca Harris. Kyle Holmquist, 5 years. Joe Stokes.
Way to go, Joe.
Will Stokes, 5 years. The next one for 5 years who's not here tonight is John Welch III. All right, now we're moving up to the old guys. Tyler Perhamus, could you come up here? 50 years of service. His grandfather, Alan Tyler. Tyler, could you give that to him? We got a big gap we got to fill between the 5 years and the 50 years. 55 years, Al Schmidt. And that's it for our service awards.
Joe kind of made a joke about it, but it's a serious concern that I have. We have a ton of young people. I am grateful to have you guys. I really am. You say that now when everybody's around, but you don't say that when we're alone. But my point is, we go from 5-year members to older members, and we lost a lot of generations in there. So any of you younger people that have friends, bring them. We need more youth in this organization. I would like to introduce the line officers that support me directly throughout the course of the year. And I'm going to do it differently than I usually do it. I'm going to start at the bottom and work up. So I have some young new lieutenants this year. And we'll start with Kyle Holmquist, Lieutenant. Please come up here. Another first-year Lieutenant, Will Stokes. That's why I picked these guys. You all like them. Lieutenant Eric Hines. For those of you that don't know, the lieutenant's job is to take care of a piece of apparatus. So we have 7 pieces of apparatus, so I have 7 lieutenants. Next lieutenant is not here this evening. Actually, the next 3 are not here tonight. That would be Brian Brainerd, John Welch, and Brian Phillips. Also, one of my longest standing lieutenants who does an excellent job, Doug Tierney. We have a new captain this year, John Lane.
Yeah, baby.
Not very popular.
That's Big Papa right there. Yeah, baby, I heard her.
Anyway, moving on, Captain Ernie Navarro. Assistant Chief Mike Shabbat. Assistant Chief Kevin Hines. Assistant Chief Joe Hafner Jr. Assistant Chief Fred Harris. Deputy Chief George Moylan Jr. As we know, there's a big void, so you gentlemen have a large hole to fill to help me out through this year. With that being said, would Darlene Moylan and Jason Moylan please come up and see me for a minute? As I said earlier tonight, this is a family. These are my family members. Before George passed on, I had ordered him a leather helmet with a gold front piece because he meant that much to me. He worked that hard for this fire company. Unfortunately, this helmet did not come in time for me to give it to George personally. So I would like to give this to George's family as a token of our appreciation of this fire department for all of the work and the hours and the love and the support that this man gave to every single one of us. I've never had an officer work that hard for me personally, and I can never repay that debt of gratitude. So I would just like to say thank you both. He means the world to me. Means the world to all of us, and he always will. 53 years old, that's the hardest thing in my life I've ever done. We had 207 alarms in 2007. You guys can sit, I'm sorry. Had 207 calls this past year, and typically we give out a job shirt or a jacket or something to the people that made 50% or better of the calls. Unfortunately, I did not give the people enough lead time to get the jackets that I ordered this year here in time to give them out today, but I would like to recognize the people and the amount of calls they made. So the highest this year was Fred Harris with 186 out of 207. Fred, someday I'll retire too.
You have to wait till I get 22.
Okay. Joe Hafner Sr., 131 calls. We heard this name before. I don't know how she got so tall, but Rebecca Harry's 125 calls. Kevin Hines, 121 calls. Al Schmidt, 114 calls. And Joe, someday you might catch your father, but Joe Hafner Jr., 108. And finally, George Moylan Jr. had 108 also. The last thing I want to do is just read a letter that I received over the course of this year from an outside agency. As I've been preaching, especially to my young firefighters, we are a family. This is a family. We had someone from our extended family get injured this year, a rather serious automobile accident, and their agency sent me a letter, and this is the best part of being a chief. You get these great letters about things that you did or your people did, and it really makes you feel great. But this letter came to me from Mobile Life Support Services, from Scott Websley, the president and CEO of that company. Dear Chief Keller, approximately 3 weeks ago, our service had an event that every emergency services leader dreads. On May 18th, 2 of our employees, Bill Spadafora and Gigi Williams, were critically injured in a head-on motor vehicle accident. The seriousness of their injuries was quickly established and a rapid response ensued. I would like to, on behalf of Mobile Life Support Services, extend our thanks to the members of your department that contributed to the rapid extrication and care of Bill and Gigi. Without the cooperation, professionalism, and teamwork of all involved, Bill and Gigi would not have received the expert care they so needed. Thankfully, Gigi was released from the hospital and is still recovering from her injuries. Bill is currently recovering at Albany Medical Center from extensive injuries. Bill is a fighter, and every day he is making strides. However, it will be a long road of recovery. The outpouring of support and donations to the Bill Spadafora Fund has truly been overwhelming. I know that Billy is touched by all the well wishes, and it helps to keep his thoughts positive. Sometimes it takes the darkest moments to show us the true heroism of our friends and colleagues. The collaboration of EMS, fire, and police personnel is a testament to one family working for the betterment of another. I'm very glad to say that Gigi's back to work and fully recovered, and Bill is still on the road to recovery. But this is from me to all of you firemen who were there that day. You did a wonderful job. You should be proud of yourselves. We did what we were trained to do, and we made someone else's day a little bit better by being there. So thank you all, and that concludes our program for the evening. Have a wonderful, oh, it doesn't.
You got to mention the wives and husbands.
Okay. I think I know what that cryptic message meant. Before I finish, all of us have someone that stands behind us, or aside of us, I'm sorry, not behind us, but aside of us. When we leave to go on these various emergency calls, we appreciate their understanding, their support, their love, for allowing us to go out and serve our community. So whether it be a female firefighter with a husband, boyfriend, or a male firefighter with a wife, girlfriend, it is definitely appreciated. So I will say significant other now, since I've just put both feet in my mouth. Anyway, what I was going to say was thank you all for being here. You truly are our family, and we appreciate you being here. Please enjoy the music, have a few drinks, have some laughs, talk about the memories of people you've met here in past years, and just have a good time. Thank you.
We have to make you dance. No. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be real easy. Okay, you ready? You have to dance for 1 minute, and that's your initiation. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Actually, I'll give you a choice. Do you want it to be a slow song or a fast song? I just don't have the heart. No, you can't sit down. You gotta go on. Come on. Huh? Yeah, but you're gonna like this. Trust me. Here we go. Ready? In the middle of the floor, please. He's looking at me like he's gonna kill me. That's the kind of look when you start climbing the bell tower, you know. All right, here we go. Go ahead. Come on. So you're not really interested on how important this is. If you don't dance, bye-bye. Would you like it if there's help out there with you? All right, that's good. Bring up your friends. Go ahead.
Come on, J.L.
Oh, Patty's got him. And God love you, Patty turned 21 this year, I see. Another problem we got. Here we go. Oh, come on now.
We also have a first-year assistant chief.
Oh, no, he's taking off the jacket.
Nothing organized.
This time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha, real smooth. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 steps. Left foot, 2 steps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work.